you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin and I garden in East Central Florida, and I thought I would highlight a plant that's in my yard, and this is spearmint. Now I just bought it at a local box store. Oh, it smells so good. But anyhow, it is super happy here underneath a bay window, and which is mostly shade, and it might get an hour or two of sun during the afternoon, which I thought could be risky, but it turns out it's not risky at all for this plant. Spearmint, or Mentha spicata, I hope I'm saying that right, is pleasant smelling. I think my mouth is watering, it smells so good. It has a lot of potential health benefits, and we'll go through those in just a second. So it's high in antioxidants and helps with memory. Spearmint is considered a health food product, so it's medicinal. If you have a medicinal garden, put it in there. And of course, we all know it. It's in like toothpaste, mouthwashes, sometimes cosmetics. So I wanted to show you this and how it grows in my yard. And I just took my first cutting. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the leaves. We'll wash it first, then I'm gonna pull the leaves. I don't see like any bug pressure. There's a couple holes here and there, but there's nothing really substantial. Some of it decided to sprawl along the ground, and that was okay, but I didn't want it to get into my alternanthera behind me or go in other directions. I wanted to preserve it while it's still beautiful and healthy. So I'll just pick these leaves off. I'm gonna let them air dry for about 5 days in a clean room, no dust, you know, things like that. Try to preserve that. I also have a drying bag in my shed. I could pull that out too. Sometimes I like to dry in that thing. It's multi-stacked. Sometimes it's sold in Asian markets for drying fish. It can be drying herbs, flowers, anything like that. So let's get into some of the health benefits of this plant. So some of the health benefits of spearmint are that it aids in digestion, and it can be taken either hot and cold as a tea, and it can relieve indigestion and bloating, gas, stomach cramps, and stimulate bile production, which is very healthy. It's potentially able to break down the fats in the digestive system as well. So another thing that it does is it will relieve stress and anxiety. Spearmint contains menthol, which has been known to, it's an essential oil that can activate the GABA receptors, and to the brain, it can help the neurotransmitters calm down. A third benefit that spearmint has is that it can regulate hormones. Now, if you're a guy, maybe it's not your favorite hormone regulator plant to take, because it can reduce testosterone, and but you know, on the other hand, it can also boost estrogen. So that's one cool thing about it. They recommend 1 to 2 cups a day for women who have PCOS. And so there could be some potential health benefits there. So one study showed that women with PCOS who drank 2 cups or drank spearmint tea twice a day, I shouldn't say 2 cups, they drank it twice a day, they were able to have lower levels of testosterone in their body, and it also increased their LH and FSH hormones. So it really did help them compared to the people who drank a placebo tea. So for those of you who may be dealing with hormonal acne, this can also help with that. That's something I didn't really know, but I just read it this morning. So spearmint can also really help your immune system. Of course, we call it medicinal for the other reasons, but I didn't know if you knew this, but it can actually help fight the bacteria in your system and just overall give you a better benefit from that. Another thing it will do is help improve your memory. It's improving mine right now. No, seriously. So it can improve learning with your memory. It can be helpful for older adults and those with memory impairments. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another good reason to grow it in your yard, you know, especially if you're in Central Florida. Don't back away from these things. I know you can grow it up north, but you can also grow it in Central Florida, potentially South Florida too, in the shade. So another report says it could possibly help with blood pressure and lower it, but it also may just in general help the cardiovascular system. So that's another reason to drink spearmint tea or put it in your yard. These oils, I mean, even if you just for no other reason have it, you know, when you're walking around and brushing into it in your garden, or potentially like you know, just around your front walkways or around your porches and stuff like that. It's just so lovely to have in your garden and in your yard. It comes with one warning. You can drink like 1 or 2 cups a day of spearmint tea if you like it that much, but be careful if you're pregnant, because I don't know what the warnings are for that. I'm definitely not a gynecologist or obstetrician. You know, I'm not a doctor at all. But, you know, so check with your doctor first on that. But, you know, if you like it, drink it, you know, a couple cups a day if you like. Another great thing about this plant is that it's caffeine free and it's sugar free. So if you add a little stevia to this, you know, you could have a rockin' good tea, you know, for your breakfast, and that's something, or with your breakfast, and I'm hoping to do that. It'll help you stay hydrated because you're also getting your water, and that's really important in our Florida heat, or if you have heat wherever you are. It contains many antioxidants, so it'll bind up those free radicals in your body and give you those benefits as well. It has plenty of flavonoids in it, which have the antioxidants in it, so there's your boost right there. But it also has an anti-inflammatory property, also called, I'm going to try to get this right, rosmarinic acid. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm hoping, that is my hope from, well, memory would be just an additional benefit, but I'm hoping to get some anti-inflammatory benefit out of growing, drying, and drinking spearmint tea this year. I'm always looking for ways to have like natural ways to remove I'm always looking for ways to remove inflammation in my body in a natural way. That's also why I grow turmeric in the yard, and we eat a bit of that with our dinner as well, but also take your turmeric with black pepper. If you have joint stiffness, this definitely will be helpful for you. So if you're looking for a numeric amount, according to the Cleveland Clinic, they say 5 grams of tea a day equates to about 3 or 4 standard tea bags. Wow, this is a great plant. Everybody should have this in their yard. This is something, I'm learning so many things about this plant as I'm reading and trying to put together this video. So if you have excessive hair growth, supposedly, well, I mean, there's actual studies out there, but I'm like in awe and disbelief, really. I didn't know this spearmint tea can actually help reduce those excessive hair growths in your body. They say 5 to 10% of people in this world experience excessive hair growth, and so this may be a great way to reduce your hormone levels that'll put that hair in check. Pretty cool. All right, you guys, well, thank you for watching this little video on my spearmint plant in my yard. It's growing fabulous. It's actually way outgrowing my peppermint, which was the one I was really buying all this for. I thought maybe peppermint was going to be something, you know, that would be out of control. It turns out the spearmint, is the growth habit, is a little bit more out of control than the peppermint. The peppermint's struggling, probably gets a little bit more sun too, so that's probably why. But I enjoy having, you know, various things in the mint family in my yard, and it's attractive to look at, and it smells so great, and it's so good for you. So you guys, that's it for today's video. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.